Hi everyone, I'm Herrick Kimball. Welcome to another episode of This Agrarian Life. And we are coming down to the wire for the big dig here for the addition on my house. My son Robert borrowed this unit here from a guy he works for part-time, Bill Carmen. And thank you very much, Bill. This is for moving the dirt that he, Robert, my son, excavates out of the addition that he's going to dig. Tomorrow's the plan. We're renting an excavator for a couple days, and Robert's got this under control, which pleases me to no end. And today, though, I'm taking care of some loose ends, one of which is the gas tank, the 500-gallon gas tank that needs to get moved. Now, I'm going to go over there and tell you about that gas tank and what the problem is with that. Here you can see where the gas line entered my house, went all the way the length of the house, out the other end, and then connected through the wall to the kitchen stove. I had to pull out a 1/2-inch soft copper line that was buried here in the ground that went over to this propane tank. Now this tank, you can see it's sitting a little crooked there. It has settled, and I've tried to shim it up, but it's a pretty hard job to try to shim up. That's a very heavy tank. It's really hard. So, what I want to tell you is that we bought that tank in 1999. I believe it's a 500-gallon tank. Filled it up, and it was 29 cents a gallon for propane. Y2K was coming, and we figured we better stock up. So it wasn't a bad thing to do. That 500 gallons of propane lasted us, I'm thinking 7 or 8 years before we had to refill it. And that level propane, they went out of business. Now, so we're going to move this tank. First thing we're going to do, once my son gets here tonight, hopefully with the excavator, to dig that over there, we're going to put some chains on this tank. We're going to lift it up and we're going to move it back. And I've got a plan. I've got a plan back here. I was going to put a concrete pad, and then I figured, no, I just don't have time. I don't want to deal with that. So what I did is, well, actually my son Robert dug the holes here down in the ground a little bit, not far, and then this morning I've layered in 3 solid concrete blocks like you see there, and and it's all level, of course. There you can see the bubble right on. And so we're going to set that, the legs are going to set right on here, right in the center of this. And the idea is that this is probably going to settle just like it did over there. Probably not going to settle as readily, but when it does settle, as it settles, I can come in here, put a jack, a handyman jack, I call them, under here, pad on the ground, and I can easily jack up and shim under here as needed to level, you know, annually or as needed, like I said. So that's the plan. It's engineered so that it can be easily leveled. That's the plan. We'll see how it works. What I'm going to do is show you what I've done to hook up our stove in the meantime. So there it is. That little tank will suffice. There's Mama Kitty. Mama, say hi to the world. Are you happy? Oh yeah. This little 20-pound tank will suffice for keeping our kitchen range in gas. I just took a flare fitting, you can see here, connected to the existing line. And I don't think I mentioned that the only propane appliance we have in this house is the kitchen stove. That's why that 500-gallon tank lasted so many years. But a tank like this will last a surprisingly long time for a kitchen stove. Whoops. Well, Mama just tried to jump up on this little stand and she didn't make it. She's getting up in years. It's harder for her. Plus she's kind of heavy. There it is, the excavator. Nice. How's it go?
It's heavy.
Heavy is good. Right? Boy, it looks nice and new.
Yeah, brand new.
Brand new.
$50,000 machine.
$50,000 machine.
Don't break it.
I'm not going to break it. That's neat. Well, you're going to have fun with that, Robert.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I wish it wasn't raining.
I know it. Just as soon as you get the machine here, it starts raining.
I know.
How's that for timing? Where the feet gotta go?
That's pretty good. Where's it gotta go, Dad?
It's gotta go this way about 6 inches.
Good, Dad?
Bring it in. Yeah.
Don't get pinched.
Hold on. Yeah, bring her down.
Go down. Slow.
Okay, now this end's gotta go that way. Okay. It's good.